What if the new smartphone you were eagerly awaiting is actually just mostly the same? Samsung's next Fan Edition phone just surfaced, and it's already sparking a conversation about what upgrade truly means. You know, for years, Samsung's Fan Edition, or FE, series has been a way to get premium features at a slightly more accessible price point. But new details about the upcoming Galaxy S25 FE are making us wonder if this particular Fan Edition might be a little too familiar. Real-life images of the S25 FE have just popped up in the Wireless Power Consortium's database, giving us a pretty clear look at what's coming. And what we see is, well, it looks a lot like its predecessor, the S24 FE. Samsung appears to be sticking to the tried-and-true design, complete with those distinct, separate camera lenses and the sleek silver accents around each one. Even the frame itself seems to be largely unchanged. It feels like Samsung is saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But some of us might be asking, can you at least give it a fresh coat of paint? Now, where we do see a notable technical shift, it's in the wireless charging. The listing confirms the S25 FE will arrive with Qi 2 charging version 2.1.0. That's a definite upgrade, supporting the newer, more efficient Qi 2 standard. But here's the interesting twist. While it supports Qi 2, it doesn't seem to include the magnetic alignment feature we've come to associate with modern wireless charging, like Apple's MagSafe. The regulatory body mentions BPP, or baseline power profile, but no MPP, magnetic power profile. Think of it this way. You are getting the newer, more powerful charging tech, but you will not get that satisfying magnetic snap that holds your phone perfectly in place on a charging puck. And despite the Qi 2 upgrade, the charging speed itself remains at 15 watts, which is the same as before. So, it is an upgrade that feels incomplete. Beyond that, other rumored specifications also point to what feels like a minimum viable upgrade path. The front-facing camera gets a slight bump, moving from 10 to 12 megapixels, which is nice for your selfies. But do not expect a radical performance jump. Rumors suggest we are probably looking at the same Exynos 2400E chipset from last year. It is a capable chip, certainly, but are we truly getting a next-gen experience, or just a rerun? The display dimensions stay at 6.7 inches, but Samsung does promise a brighter experience, boosting peak brightness to an impressive 2,600 nits, up from 1,900 nits. That is a noticeable improvement, making outdoor viewing much better. And for those who appreciate ergonomics, you will likely notice a slightly slimmer profile. The S25 FE is rumored to measure a svelte 7.4 millimeters in thickness, down from 8 millimeters. Samsung is also apparently chiseling down those display bezels, which should make the phone a few millimeters shorter and narrower overall. These are welcome refinements that make the phone feel better in your hand and look more modern, but they are not exactly headline features that scream, "Buy me now." If Samsung sticks to its usual release schedule, we can probably expect to see the Galaxy S25 FE launch in the last quarter of 2025. So, as we look at the S25 FE, it seems Samsung is opting for refinement over revolution. It presents a phone that is certainly more polished, but one that largely maintains the status quo. This makes us wonder, what does Fan Edition truly mean to you? Are subtle improvements and a slightly brighter screen enough to get you excited for Samsung's next take on the enthusiast phone? We want to hear your thoughts. Do these leaks meet your expectations, or are you hoping for more? Let us know in the comments, and make sure you subscribe to stay on top of all the latest tech news and insights.